Hello, this is Sarah Brosh. Welcome back to my channel. So I want to do another shorter video. This is also about, I just made 2 new videos about this latest Living While Black race hoax at Yale. This time perpetrated by the DEI bureaucracy, administrators at Yale Law School against a Native American Yale Law School student, head of, or one of the leaders of the Native American Law Students Association. So I already talked about this Living While Black race hoax that was perpetrated, how they basically tried to ruin the career prospects, preemptively disbar this Native American law school student over a silly party invite email that apparently incited a bunch of racial harassment and discrimination complaints against this Native American Yale Law School student. So I already talked about that. I talked about how Richard Painter actually got upset about what happened at Yale Law School, which is uncanny because he has been terrorizing me for over a month, in part for suggesting that this same thing had happened at Stanford Law School, and that Slate and Mark Joseph Stern and the Above the Law blog were involved in trying to destroy some Federalist Society student members at Stanford Law, dox them, destroy their future career prospects, just like what has happened at Yale Law School in this latest Living While Black race hoax. So this video I'm going to talk about, Monica Bell, she's a professor at Yale Law School. She's a member of the Justice Collaboratory. She graduated from Yale Law School. I worked with her very, very briefly at the Justice Collaboratory, but she knew me. She knew me as an innocent Yale grad student and civil rights attorney who worked on the issues of police brutality and implicit bias. So she absolutely knew me. So I've done a number of videos and blog posts about how evil the Justice Collaboratory at Yale Law School is, including Monica Bell, including Veshla Weaver, including Tom Tyler, my former advisor, and Tracy Mears, the 2 co-directors of the Justice Collaboratory at Yale Law School, including Philip Atiba Goff, who is a new faculty member at Yale Law School. He was rewarded by Yale President Peter Salovey and Yale Law School Dean Heather Gerken, rewarded handsomely for participating in the witch hunt at Yale that almost got me killed and destroyed my lifelong human and civil rights, academic and legal careers. So I've done all that. So the reason why I want to talk about specifically about Monica Bell in this video, and of course, just to preface it, I've also discussed at length about how Monica Bell defamed me in the NYU Law Review in her ridiculously stupid law school journal article called Anti-Segregation Policing. So she perpetrated the grossest ethical violation because she did not disclose in this article that she knew me, that she had worked with me, that she knew me as an innocent civil rights attorney, that she knew that she was propagating a disgusting lie about me, that she was trying to drive me to suicide, specifically to protect Veshla Weaver, a member of the Justice Collaboratory at Yale Law School, formerly at Yale University. She's now at Johns Hopkins with Christopher LeBron, both of whom knew me. Christopher LeBron I had worked with specifically on an anti-racism conference with one of my advisors, Jason Stanley. So the reason why Yale Law School professor Monica Bell defamed me in the NYU Law Review article to drive me to suicide was to protect Veshla Weaver, a good friend and longtime collaborator of Tracy Mears, one of the co-directors of the Justice Collaboratory at Yale Law School. So Veshla Weaver, who's now at Johns Hopkins with Christopher LeBron, both of whom had been at Yale University, both of whom had worked with me, both of whom knew me. Of course, I was at the Justice Collaboratory. Tom Tyler, the father of procedural justice, was my former advisor. So after the Living or Napping While Black hate crime hoax at Yale in spring 2018 and May 2018, Veshla Weaver and Chris LeBron defamed me in Vox.com, and Chris LeBron splashed it all over social media. So they were trying to drive me to suicide, destroy me, ruin my human and civil rights, academic and legal careers, drive me to suicide, get me killed. They were using me as a proxy to get revenge against Yale for Christopher LeBron having been denied tenure at Yale. So Monica Bell was defaming me in the NYU Law Review, attacking me, participating in the witch hunt at Yale that almost got me killed, to protect the Justice Collaboratory and to protect Veshla Weaver specifically. I believe, I don't know, but I believe that very likely Tracy Mears told Tom Tyler, my former advisor, who was very supportive at first and wrote one of the character letters to Yale General Counsel on my behalf. I believe that Tracy Mears probably told him to throw me over, throw me under the bus, abandon me, because I started speaking out about what Veshla Weaver and Chris LeBron had done to me, which was straight up evil what they did to me. To a graduate student with whom they had worked, whom they knew as an innocent civil and human rights attorney and activist. So anyway, so that's what Monica Bell did to me. I confronted her about it on Twitter publicly. She just blocked me, smeared me as everyone does, just smeared me as a psycho and a liar, for telling the truth about what she had done to me, and then blocked me. So, and continues smear campaigns against me behind the scenes. That's everyone's MO, whom I, basically exposed for being a lying bigot and a fraud who participated in the witch hunt at Yale, even though they knew I wasn't innocent. They knew they were probably very likely getting an innocent killed. So that's Monica Bell's story. So I was, after this Living While Black race hoax recently that was perpetrated by the Yale Law School DEI admin, including someone named Yassine Eldick, I believe. Is it Eldick? Is that the last name, how it's pronounced? I could be getting that wrong. I'm not exactly sure. So anyway, so apparently this is the best friend of Monica Bell. So Monica Bell got on Twitter and she started defending this DEI administrator who had made thinly veiled threats to ruin the future career prospects and preemptively disbar this Native American Yale Law School student for having sent out a silly party invite email on this group me or whatever. So so Monica Bell got on Twitter and started saying that she doesn't like to comment on internal Yale Law School affairs, except when she's defaming an innocent Yale grad student with whom she had worked at the Justice Collaboratory in the NYU Law Review. Then she doesn't mind commenting on Yale Law School internal affairs. But she claimed not to want to comment, and then she made a whole long thread about commenting on this latest Living While Black race hoax perpetrated by apparently her best friend Yassine Eldick at Yale Law School. So anyway, and then she said that she doesn't attack students, so she wasn't going to name the student, except of course when it's an innocent Yale grad student, me, and she's defaming them in the NYU Law Review, named me and defamed me in the NYU Law Review to drive me to suicide to protect Veshla Weaver and the Justice Collaboratory. So she doesn't name or attack, students except when she does, of course, except for me. And then she said the most just ridiculous and asinine things. Like, she tried to say that this Yassine Eldick was not threatening this Native American Yale Law School student who had sent out this silly, party invite on GroupMe, that basically he called his house. He was throwing a party that was being co-hosted by the Native American Law Students Association and by the Federalist Society, and he's a member and a leader of both societies at Yale Law School, I believe. And he sent out a silly party invite, and he called his house a trap house and said that he was serving Popeye's chicken. So apparently that made this an egregious, act of racial violence being perpetrated against the Yale Black Law Students Association in particular, and just all black students at Yale Law School. So anyway, Monica Bell tried to say that this Yassine Eldick, the DEI bureaucrat administrator at Yale Law School, was not making thinly veiled threats to the student. And I don't want this video to get too long, but basically, in a nutshell, Monica Bell was lying through her teeth. And I just wanted to make that perfectly clear, and wanted to make it perfectly clear that everything that she said in this thread that she never does, she did to me. And she, basically she's just an evil, lying bigot and a fraud. And so she had, real quick, I'll make more videos about this. She had a long Twitter conversation with this guy named David Latt, I believe it's pronounced. Anyway, I guess he's the founder of the Above the Law blog, which very much avidly participated in the witch hunt at Yale that almost got me killed, and also participated in what I construed as a possible hoax in collaboration with Slate and this Mark Joseph Stern guy at Slate, when they were attacking Federalist Society student members at Stanford Law, doxing them and trying to destroy their future careers. So I thought it was interesting that he was having, you know what, I'm gonna do I don't want this video to get too long. I'm gonna do another video just about that conversation between Monica Bell and David Latt. But I just wanted in this video to make perfectly clear that Monica Bell, professor at Yale Law School, is a lying bigot and a fraud, and everything that she said about this latest Living While Black race hoax was also a lie. And yeah, that's in a nutshell the point I really wanted to get across in this video. I'm gonna wrap this up. I will have all of my fundraising links below. Please support me and donate to my legal fund. I love you all so much. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great night. Bye.